Alright, what's up everyone, DUCAIN23 here, and today we're going to be checking out a new map called Timberland Evolved. Now this map is a reimagined, kind of a combination of Ridgeline and Timberland, but it is a beautiful map, and it is created by Micheal B 2K8, Dr. Smurf, Oakum, Virus, Darth, Draius, MikRips, and the IncrediJON. Now these group of people have made other maps. They're part of the Halo Fun Time Discord and everything, and they make incredible maps, so this is definitely one that does not disappoint. So let's go ahead and jump in this and start walking around. The first thing, as you notice, of course, the beautiful natural aesthetics with the grass. I forget what type of vegetation this is here on the bottom, but one thing you notice is no one really uses the actual grass that Halo Infinite Forge provides, because the normal grass is very vibrant. It's very like bright green. I really wish we could change the color of that, or we get another version that is a little bit more dull like this, that matches the trees and everything. So I love their use of vegetation here on the ground to kind of show pathways. You know, like you can see, like this is where you could drive to come up through here, so you can get down over there. Or of course this little pathway right here kind of makes your way over to this other side right here, just because, you know, as vehicles drive and, you know, run over the grass and everything, they will, you know, pound that down and, you know, cause it to just not grow right here. So it's really nice that they actually did that on the map. Not too many people do that. Like some people just put it around the edges of the map, but it's really cool to actually have somewhat of some pathways here. That is something that would happen, of course, if you are driving around and having battles and everything like that on this map often. And so, you know, it's really just a nice touch. I like that touch. But let's go ahead and go now into the base. I love the way the outside of the base looks, kind of like it has like the moss and the algae and all that type of stuff growing on it. We have this right here growing here. I also noticed that they do have these little FXs here. That just kind of show, hey, there's like a door, you know, like this is kind of like a little door here. It of course doesn't affect anything. You could still, you know, shoot through it and everything like that. I love the way the floors and everything looks here with the little glyphs and stuff like that on there. And a really interesting idea to put it like a lengthwise right here. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. I really love this FX. I've seen other people use this in their maps, and it is just a really good touch to provide something that's moving, so everything's not just static and still in a map. It actually moves around, so just makes it feel a little bit more alive. There we got a commando over there, a disruptor there. So let's go ahead and come all the way to the back to just look around. I love the way this base looks. It looks really nice. So let's go ahead and jump up to the top. Good lift there. It isn't screwing you up going any which way, so good lift right there. We got a bulldog up here, and here we go. We have this side path that goes over here, as well as the typical sniping perch up here that people use to snipe across the way and everything. But let's go down this path. A really good path. Now this is going to be somewhat of complicated like terrain placements on here, because this has a lot of weird hills. So I don't know who worked on the terrain, but so far they have done just a really good job, because this is, yeah, I know terrain can be very complicated to work with, especially in the older Halo games where you didn't have scaling, but it's still, even with scaling here. Oh, look at that. You have like tire marks right there going up. That's pretty cool. That's awesome. But you know, like in Infinite, at least you could scale things, so that makes it a little bit easier. But of course it's still not very easy at all to be able to do this when you've got a bandit right here. Okay, and just looking around, I'm just, you know, just trying to look at everything over here. So I love the little water, now that we have the water right here. So they added a little bit of that with lily pads there. But yeah, so far the terrain, really good use of it, and trying to make it as smooth as possible. That's one of the main wishes I want in Infinite currently right now. Like there's, of course, we got water, so yay on that. I wish it was colorable. I wish we could change the color and things like that, so we can make it look like acid or lava or just everything like that. But you know, hopefully that'll come eventually. But you know, other thing was colorable vegetation, so we could change some of that stuff. I love the use of this tree here, so that way people can actually use it to come hide. Like maybe there's a vehicle driving by and then they could like jump down on it and hijack it or something. That's pretty cool. having that tree here. And I love the also use of, they actually put the stump there. Not too many people do that. You'd be surprised how many people put a fallen tree but don't have a broken stump anywhere. So they did a good job with that. I noticed, I believe they're using the miscellaneous rocks here. So that way they can just color the rocks what they want. And that's another thing that I noticed. A lot of people are now using miscellaneous rocks, including myself, on a lot of maps that they're making, just because you can actually change the color. You can change everything of the rocks. See, that's why I want, even with the current rocks, with like the alpine rocks and everything like that, I want to be able to change the color of those. So that way you can really kind of customize your own experience here and customize your own Forge map. But yeah, like what I was saying earlier, because of course colorable vegetation is something I really want to be able to have, so that way we can make alien looking planets with like bushes that are like purple and grass that's purple and all that type of stuff. But another thing that, you know, I really want, oh, this is really nice touch, putting the lily pads there and just some of the like like water bound plants and stuff like that, like this right here. On these little puddles here, which that's one thing that I really like. I love the fact that we can actually put down puddles now on maps, since we have placeable water. It's just a really nice touch having that type of stuff. But the other thing that I really want with Forge, of course, is some sort of terrain manipulation tool. So we don't have to put down, okay, there we go. We got the power-ups right there and grenades there. But, you know, so that way we can actually form what we want without having these lines. Like, see, you could see the lines there, and especially like over here where it gets kind of, terrain gets complicated, like see those lines right there. It is pretty much impossible to remove all lines from your map. You can do a good job of removing some, but you're going to get really complicated to like be able to remove these lines. Like this one, you could probably remove this one right here, but again, then you'll probably just form a line farther out where you put where you put another terrain piece to try to solve that issue. But if we had some sort of terrain manipulation tool where we can just form the terrain ourselves, it can all be smooth, it all can be great. That's, to me, the next thing. We know AI is coming. I would want, you know, colorable vegetation, of course, water, being able to change the color of water and stuff and everything like that, but then also a terrain manipulation tool. Like, if we can have that, then everything would be incredible. I love the use of these rock arches here. Let's go ahead and go up to the top over here and take a look. We're coming up by this waterfall, which looks really good. I like the use of the new FX for the waterfall. So happy we had that. Still wish we had proper waterfalls though, and we don't have to use FXs. Like, that would be really nice. Like, take the ones off of live fire that are outside of the map, and that would be great to have for us to be able to use here. But yeah, so far everything is awesome here. Look at this. This is great. Let's go ahead and walk down here. I love this. Is there anything behind the waterfall? Oh, 0 out of 10 map. There's nothing behind the waterfall. I can't believe y'all have done this. But yeah, okay. They put some vegetation hanging from the top. I like that. And I love the drips that they also included there. Just a nice touch. It's not something that you're going to be really noticing whenever you're playing, but you know, it's something that just provides, like, same thing with like those birds off in the distance. It's not something you would notice while you're playing and stuff, as you know, because you're concentrating on shooting people, but you know, it's still nice to have that type of stuff there. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, is this a scrap cannon? Yeah, a scrap cannon right there. And we got ourselves another ring. I'm happy they put some stuff like little lily pads and stuff like that in these waters. Jersey barrier here, looking good. This is where it gets complicated. Yeah, you could tell you got a hill here, you got a hill here, and then it got to come down over here, but then there's a low point in the center. So yeah, this will definitely be very complicated to try to smooth out to get, and especially with the amount of vegetation the rest of the map gets. Like, you don't want to spend too much time putting so much stuff out right here, but yeah, it did a great job with the terrain pieces here and the vegetation. I love the outside of the rocks as well. They put in those roots and, you know, like bushes and everything like that to cover the outside. Looks really great. Overall, this map is awesome. Oh, we got a campfire over here. Awesome. And look at that. See, I love how they did this, where they put like little tire marks here periodically throughout the map. Oh, and another thing, after we check out this campfire, I love the campfire. Very nice campfire. We got a radio, we got some chairs, we got a sleeping bag and stuff here. That is pretty awesome. Oh, we got some chips. Awesome. As long as we got some chips, we're good. But another thing I would love to be able to have is be able to paint like the materials and stuff on the terrain. Like if we get a terrain editor, I would love to be able to paint the material. So we could paint a pathway here, like paint a dirt pathway here. And you know, paint like the grass deal over here. Paint this one to be like, you know, near the water. It could be like river rock muddy, you know, looking stuff underneath here, right here. So it would just be nice to be able to add, you know, have that type of stuff here. So this looks fantastic so far. I love the way everything is. We'll go check out the center in a second. I just kind of want to check everything around right here before we get going to the next area. But yeah, let's go check the center now that we looked at this spot, and then we'll go check that outside over there in that beautiful skybox that they built. So here we go. What do we have here? We have a Hydra and an Overshield spawning right here in the center. I love the vegetation that they put in the water. That's just nice, so it just won't be empty and just, you know, unused. Like, it's nice that they actually put some vegetation here, just because of the fact that, you know, water's gonna have vegetation, especially if it's a slow moving creek like this. It's like, it's not real fast moving. It's gonna have stuff grow up in it, so that's really nice. And let's keep going. This is pretty cool. Look at this. We have ourselves a you know, broken stump here. But look at that. They put flies. They put, the detail is really nice. They put mushrooms and everything in here. And it looks like we got another piece of the tree growing out from it there. So it's just, the detail there is really nice. That's what I like to be able to see. We got, what is this? Poison ivy right here. Don't walk through that. Just everything. Like, I love the detail. I love the detail, the different types of vegetation. It's not all just one thing. Like right here, like they have this type of grass coming in right here, but then they got these type of plants coming in, and then we got a bush right here. It looks really nice, like different types of vegetation coming up through here. Also this vine that's growing up here, I love the red flowers on there. It adds a little bit of color to the map. Now let's go ahead and run over here. This is one of my favorite spots to drive, right here along the cliff edge. I don't know if I'll be able to drive here. A mongoose could probably fit through here. Right here. I don't know if they have mongooses on this map. If they don't, again, 0 out of 10 map. They don't have mongooses. But look at the surrounding aesthetics there. That looks great. I love the tower over there with the, like, I don't know, what is that? A city structure or something, you know, over there. But that looks great. I love having the placeable water now. So then at least, you know, you could have something that looks like water over there. So that looks really good. Again, surrounding environment aesthetics is key to me. Oh look, they actually have it shooting off. Awesome. But it's key to me. You know, making a map that's immersive. You got to have something surrounding that makes it feel like you're actually in something, and not just it goes off blank. You know, or even if it has just, this is smart to have like mountains on one side and then, you know, do this on another side, which I understand this is how the map was originally, but it's still one of those things where it's a good touch. It's a good touch to be able to have this on here, because you don't want to necessarily always have pretty much you inside a box canyon, you know, like a Blood Gulch style thing here. You do sometimes want to separate it to where this is actually an overlook, because it provides something different with the map itself. You notice that there's a sniper up on this side. I don't think I went up on the other side, but yeah, I'm sure there's a sniper over on that side over there. And now look at this. I love this little bridge here. It looks pretty good. Let's go down below, down the side of it here. And we have the waterfall flowing down over there. We got a nice light right here. Provides just a little bit of light. It won't be too dark, but it also provides just a little bit of extra different color. Like, you notice everything's green all around. This is blue. It's just a nice touch aesthetically to be able to have that type of stuff on there. And let's go over here into the red base. And of course we have our warthogs here. And same type of thing. I'm guessing it's of course going to be the same type of deal. If they model it off of the original stuff, then it'll be the same here. But it's just a nice touch. I like having this type of stuff here. Very nice. Oh, there we go. Let's drop down. I wanted to drop down, but apparently I caught myself with the clamber. But yeah, this is really nice. I love the aesthetic of these bases that they went with here, because kind of like everything is kind of messy and dirty on the outside. Like you notice how the algae and stuff is growing up. On the inside though, it hasn't been affected by all that type of stuff. I'm guessing because of these little shields. Like that's the lore aspect of it. The shields have been keeping out all the, you know, all the bacteria and all that type of stuff. Been able to keep this clean. Or there's just a guy over here. There's a grunt over here that is just, you know, cleaning up everything. It's Beamish. Beamish is over here with his mop, cleaning up everything. Good job. But yeah, so far this map is incredible. I highly suggest going to download it. If you do want to download it, there will be a link in the description down below. Incredible work, people over at Halo Fun Time. You know, that is an incredible place if y'all do want to be able to find people to play with and forge with and everything like that. Highly suggest going over there and checking out their Discord and everything like that. So this is a great map. Highly suggest downloading and playing it because it'll be a ton of fun with your friends, and it's a very well-made map. I will of course have gameplay showing up after this, so if you want to stay for that, you're welcome to. If not, be sure to subscribe right here for more Halo Infinite custom maps daily, and I will see y'all next time. And remember, let's forge a new Halo.
Simplicity. More kills, more better. Overshield inbound. Overshield available. Power equipment headed our way. Hey, get that power equipment before they do. Gain the lead. Are these needles blush or bashful?
to victory.
Get ready for more power equipment. Hey, get that power equipment before they do.
Minutes remaining.